The world is never going to be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than, even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. And I have a couple perspective builders for all of you before we get into the content for the day, as I think it's going to teach you some powerful lessons. First, from the Crypto Lurk. He stated if you have less than $10,000 invested in crypto and you want to turn that into $100 or $1 million, then don't buy Bitcoin. You need altcoins to do that, especially low caps, to make that kind of money. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the first things I tell people in my mentorship program is that I've always been better as a crypto investor at pinpointing high quality, high ROI hidden gems that outperform Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. We've done it before, and now that it's altcoin season, we're doing it again with powerful hidden gems that will be posted in my OnlyFans and in my Udemy course. My Udemy course is not allowing me to get into my account for right now, but once we get access to that, trust me when I tell you, more gems will be posted and more bull run warnings will be posted. There's 9 hours worth of content in there already, so if you haven't, please take a look. That's down in the description below. And the reason I show this tweet for all of you, especially if you're new, is because people that shill Bitcoin at the top of their lungs have a vested interest in promoting the coin. People like myself and other individuals in this XRP community are telling you about coins before they take off that will outperform Bitcoin, especially during this bull run. We wait such a long time, 4+ years for altcoin season. 10 to 100x returns happen during bull run season. And this is the moment in history where you have the opportunity to place your bets. We're investing in high quality, high ROI, great quality coins. But one principle you need to keep in mind is this, stated by Kevin Cage. People are very simple, and this goes into the human psychology part of this crypto market. Keep enticing them with dozens of 1,000% moves, and they'll sell their holds to chase quick gains. That is a shakeout. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We all have to decide for ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, some people don't realize that a shakeout can be the price appreciation of other coins, not just 90% crashes, not just quick corrections. Trust me when I say this meme coin bull run has been very frustrating for me. I am a serious crypto investor, and watching things like all the stupid dog coins go to the moon is frustrating because it paves the way for scammy coins to be created. Elon coin, safe moon, safe Mars, safe everything, more e-news everywhere. That is not going to make you rich in a sustainable way. That is very risky, and that is gambling. My investments, which are different than gambling, they're taking their time for right now, letting people lose money before the life-changing generational wealth that will be made from the high-quality utility and interoperability coins. Individuals without patience and that lack willpower will not make it. It's only a little bit of patience that you need, because my portfolio is going to rise. I can 100% guarantee that, as it has been rising over the years to a beautiful, beautiful mark. All of you will ride the wave of the utility bull run. All of you are riding the speculative bull run now, but when the utility hits, that is going to change your lives forever. We're going to take advantage of everything. Just be patient. In addition, guys, Crypto Nagato states that smart investors don't try and time the markets. If they miss a wave, they search for the next one and get themselves in position. An example for me is Solana. I saw Solana at around $2 and did not invest in it. Do I wish I would have gotten involved? Of course I do, but I'm not getting involved now at the peak. The risk is too high for the potential minimal rewards, and instead, I've pivoted my attention away to high quality, high potential return on investment coins that have not taken off yet, because that's where the money is to be made. This is hard for most investors because buying what is not popular is frightening. Timid investors are the sheep going along with the crowd. Going along with the crowd makes you the exit liquidity for individuals that got in early. I'm trying to make you money. Crypto Twitter and TikTok influencers are trying to make you broke. Here is an example of how I know there will be a 70% correction in the crypto market. It's not just because of natural market forces. These are things that I look for that lets me know that we are approaching a top. Not yet. We still have some time left, but we're getting there. And this is an indicator.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Siri here, and I am so proud to announce my partnership with Saitama, a brand new crypto company that has a cryptocurrency coin called Saitama Token. And this coin is about to revolutionize the cryptocurrency game. So come hop on this train before it's too late. Come join me and the other Saitama angels, and let's go to the moon, baby.
Oh, nobody's going to the damn moon. Ladies and gentlemen, the influencers shilling nonsense projects that have absolutely no purpose. This is an indicator to you that something is coming. Now, these two cryptos are not the same. Saitama and Saitama Kitty Coin, they're not the same. But essentially, they have the same name. This got exit scammed. 99% gone within a day. Twitter deactivated. Website shut down. Token down 99.9%. The identities of the developers are unknown. This is going to keep happening. These will bring regulations. The SEC will have plenty to say about this. The crypto market will crash because of all this nonsense. Trust me when I tell you, I'm looking very closely to see if the mania is going to continue, and all these influencers that are shilling all these nonsense coins. Keep an eye on them, as they have no morals and they're just getting paid to do so. Don't become the exit liquidity for a rug pull. Become a sophisticated crypto investor and go to the moon. Now, in addition, as we forecast the future and what's going to come, you have to brace for stock market scenarios that are at play. Thank you to the Rock XRP for this article. As we see from Market Watch, the stock market might soon be faced with the reality that it can't keep talking to itself. Here it states, inflation is getting out of control in the US. The labor market is a riddle. Consumer confidence is slumping. The Federal Reserve is dealing with leadership questions while facing an interest rate conundrum. And the bond market looks upside down. I 100% agree. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing's for certain. The stock market is fantasy economics at play. It's not connected to reality. We just suffered through a 1.5 year long health crisis turned financial crisis, and they are just injecting artificial money to prop up the system, kicking the can down the road again and again and again. All that means is that when this thing corrects itself, it will be nasty. We see yet another indicator that's very concerning. I don't think central banks, economists, financial markets, and politicians are paying enough attention to this chart. But the consumers are. Citizens are. These are fertilizer prices and food prices. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes along with the financial collapse of 2008-2009. We are reaching a peak of this chart as food prices are soaring through the roof, and the last time this happened, what came shortly after, was a massive collapse. We are running out of time before we have to face the consequences of all this intervention. Inflation and fantasy economics, value does not make. In my opinion, the crypto market was put here in place to save us from a financial collapse like the Great Depression. We will not suffer a Great Depression. It is going to be a panic, problem, reaction, solution scenario. This is a massive financial problem. The public will react and they will come out with this new financial system as a solution, with XRP's on-demand liquidity being at the heart of it, in my opinion. Now guys, with all that being said, we have something very powerful that we need to cover, and that's regulations. From Incognito, it's interesting that both of these documents were released on the same day. This was released by Ripple, a real approach to cryptocurrency regulation. Ripple's vision for how existing financial regulatory frameworks can be used to advance innovation and enhance consumer and market protections. And from the committee Republicans, they released central bank digital currency principles. Tom Emmer was discussing this on Twitter as well, stating how CBDCs, they need to be a couple different things. First, it states any central bank digital currency must maintain America's global leadership and allow private sector innovators to lead the way, but most importantly, it needs to be open, permissionless, and private like cash. That's an ideal that I can get behind. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily believe that'll be the case. That's just me being realistic and understanding how this works. Now guys, as we refer back to this Ripple update, we need to see some things that should be highlighted. It states we believe clear communication and collaboration between private and public actors will be key in developing an effective policy framework for crypto. Remember, a while ago, Fed Chair Jerome Powell was discussing private-public partnerships. Seems like an ideal way to go when it comes to this digital currency space. Something he had said no to for a long time. He did a complete 180 on, and I thought that was noteworthy. In addition, it states here in the last paragraph, as Representative McHenry and House Agriculture Committee Ranking Member Republican Glenn G.T. Thompson noted in their letter to SEC Chair Gensler and Acting Chair Behnam, the SEC and CFTC has existing authority to establish a working group tasked with exploring how to effectively use their current jurisdiction cooperatively. This work could provide Congress with additional information and clarity to protect against regulatory overreach and ensure proper market oversight mechanisms are in place without being too constructive. A collaborative forum that brings regulators and industry stakeholders together to build a rational and holistic framework for crypto and blockchain together would represent a step forward toward achieving regulatory clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason this SEC versus Ripple case is so important is because the outcome of this case, in my opinion, will dictate whether the US is pro or anti-crypto. If Ripple wins, I believe we will be a safe haven and potential leader for blockchain innovation across the world. If Ripple loses, which I doubt, but is a possibility, then oh my goodness, The SEC will inflict its wrath on the entire space. Innovation will go overseas, and the United States will fall apart on the front lines of the fourth industrial revolution. We will not take part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's at stake here. If you're pro crypto in any way, shape, or form, but anti Ripple, you need to get your self righteousness together. Ripple is fighting for the entire industry, and that without a shadow of a doubt is clear. What I do have to say though is that some pieces of legislation that have been passed recently have been concerning. The Chamber of Digital Commerce stated that the infrastructure bill was signed into law this week and includes controversial and problematic tax provisions for crypto. First, the overly broad definition of broker is unresolved. The bill language is unclear as to who is a broker and is forced to comply with the new reporting requirements. Also, a provision buried in the bill, 6050I, would require merchants to collect sensitive personal ID, including social security numbers from any customer involved in a crypto transaction in excess of $10,000. We are grateful for the work of members of Congress who share our concerns and are working to fix these provisions. Loomis and Wyden, these two individuals are at the front lines as well as numerous others. But what's important to note is that right now we are in the moment in history where crypto is either going to thrive or is going to be paralyzed here in the US. We are in this crypto bull run and it is a speculative run. We're going to go up from here regardless, especially with the altcoins. But what you need to understand is that these things, these pieces of legislation, whether positive or negative, are going to affect the crypto market moving forward. I believe that things will get worse before they get better after this crypto bull run is over. That is why I do believe in a 70% collapse of the market after this peak of the bull run. I think plenty of individuals think this as well, but after the fact, I believe in the crypto utility bull run. I don't know exactly how the plot is going to take place, but I do believe Ripple is going to get out of the other side of this in a positive light. Let's see what happens with this infrastructure bill, and let's see if we get some of this language in a more crypto-friendly way. I believe some over-the-top congressional intervention will come. I believe all of us have front row seats to see how exactly all of this will happen. One thing is clear. This XRP community is always 10 steps ahead. We are 10 steps ahead, but the price does not show it for our favorite digital asset. That will change when it's all said and done, and we will have the last laugh. We are more intelligent, as stated by the BIS, than any other community on the planet. That means in the back end we will make the most money. With every single other altcoin project, we're in the front lines calling them before they take off. To me, what that says is that we have a perfect system to be able to pinpoint high quality, high ROI coins before they take off. That is repeatable. We are not tribalistic. The maxis are. And it comes from insecurity and a position of ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are calling exactly how this new financial system is going to work. That includes projects like Quant and Overledger that are shaking the foundations of the planet. Their interoperability will change the world. And this is an example of us always being a step ahead with all the new innovation that's breaking every single day. We are not wrong when it comes to XRP. We've always been just oh so early. And I feel bad for those people that'll be even one day too late. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. My interview with Deborah Farber, the privacy strategist at Hedera Hashgraph, will be posted tomorrow. And today, my NFT portfolio is posted on my OnlyFans. Please take a look at that in my description below. And I'm really excited to see how you enjoy it. Now guys, as always, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
I get 24 hours a day just like Bill Gates. I get 24 hours a day just like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You get 24 hours a day, ladies and gentlemen. What do you do with your 24 hours? You need to get more information in our coaching program. All we do is drop content nonstop. And people are like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. See, you don't even know what you don't know. How did you let me come from behind and clip you? Do you guys know the studies show the better we look, the more money we make? Which means your website should pass the eyeball test. Your truck should pass the eyeball test. Your people should pass the eyeball test. You should pass the eyeball test. Everybody in this room has a promised land somewhere, but you can't be stuck on the city you like. You got to hear God and go to your promised land. Your promised land might be Utah. Your promised land might be Minnesota. Your promised land might be Wyoming. Hear me clearly. You better use your money to get information and access, and you better be flexible because a real shark is flexible. Can we stop fronting and get real about this thing? And if I can do it, you can do it. I knew nothing about life. I knew nothing about business, but I had the right mindset, and I learned it through sports. And y'all got to hear my story so you understand. I didn't even start on my college basketball team. I came off the bench. At the University of Minnesota, I came off the bench. But in my mind, you can bring me off the bench, but I'm an NBA ball player when you get through talking. When you get through, I'm an NBA ball player. And that's why I would walk around and say, you can't check me. You can't check me. You can't check me. If I was you, I would walk around every day and say, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I declare it right now. I'm worth millions. I'm worth millions. I will receive my salary right now, but I won't accept it as my value. So whatever you receive right now, receive it, but don't you accept it as your value. Because there's more out here for you if you change your mindset.